Kia ora whānau. Haven't done a video for a long time, so I thought I'd get out and get active again. So not out fishing today, so we're going to do something different. We're going to go set a few possum traps, leg hold traps. So we've had a few coming in lately onto our little property. Have just been shooting them with the 22 sluggy, which has been doing pretty good, been getting quite a few. But I thought, got these traps sitting here which I bought a little while ago and I haven't used, so I'll put them to use. So I'll just show you how I'm going to do it. I'm just sitting in my garden at the moment. This is another reason we want to put the possum traps out, because they do come in and want to eat our fresh veggies, so we get rid of them. That's just good for conservation. Just you know, they are pests. They're pretty, cause a lot of damage in the forests and whatnot, and decimate the bird life. So this is what I got today. Just got 5 traps. Just going to chuck out 5 for the moment and see how they go. If they all get loaded out, then I'll go on double, triple, quadruple, whatever I need. Got a hammer, got some staples to put them to the tree. Most people will use flour or something like that, but to be honest, I'm just lazy. I couldn't be bothered mixing up the flour with cinnamon or curry or whatever, so I've got this is just some pre-feed, which I used to use when I was working on trap lines for all my puketi. But we're just going to use that. I know they'll eat, I know they like that stuff, so go for a walk down here. I'm gonna got a bit of a tree stand over here, a bit of native left here. This whole area gets possums, but they have been concentrated over here, so we'll go for a walk over there, get stuck into it. Alright, so I'll just show you the area that I'm going to be setting my traps up. It's probably only a small area, probably 100 meters or so, but I'm going to chuck 5 in there, just because it's trees that I regularly shoot possums out of. They keep coming in, so that's our property. That's the view. So it's all rural over here. There is a massive bush block over there. We've got a bush nature strip here. Bit of pines over here, and then the mountains. So this is Matarawa forest, and that also backs onto Waipua forest. So we've got a lot of vermin, a lot of possums in here. But we're just going down to the edge of the property over here. And we're going to set up this tree stand here. So I'm going to chuck 1 over here, 1 over here, 1 over here. There's 3 main trees that they always go in, but they do go in all of these. And then I've got a little bit of native bush left over here, Cody tree, some totaras and stuff. But this tree here always gets possums, and this little tree here always gets possums for some reason. And we get them out of the front here as well. They come in, go wherever they want really. So I'll get back to you in a moment and we'll set the traps up. Alright, so we get a lot of possums out of this tree. They always come back. Not sure what sort of tree it is, but they're always here anyway. So we're going to set our trap up. Put the lure about a hammer length high on the tree, just so we can get the possum standing up. Going to clear a bedding for it so it's nice and stable. Then we're going to staple it to the tree and bait, put some lure out. These are brand new traps, so shouldn't have any problems with them getting out of them. Alright, so we just want to hair this lever down a little bit. Not too much though. If you hair them down too much, they will get set off by rats, and there is a stream just down there, so we get big water rats. But that's the trap set. Make sure your trap's not rocking around. Get your hammer, staple it to the tree. That's the trap set. Get some of the lure. I'm just going to smear this on the tree. A little bit of drop edge. I'll move that so they don't hang around and stick their head in the trap. I want their leg to get caught. This pre-feed's good. It's got chocolate and all sorts of stuff in it. And that's that. That's our trap, stapled, lure. Possum's going to come up, stand here, get his legs stuck in, and we'll come back in the morning and get him. And I have been feeding some to my dog lately. Good bit of free protein for the dog, as well as plucking the fur. So we've got a little bit of fur stored up. Coats are a bit short this time of year, but there's still fur on them anyways. But that's it. Move along just up here a bit and set a couple more. Is it in good enough? No, you got to get that stapling properly. Yeah, sure. They fight pretty hard. That's it. Yep. There. Straight above the trap. Let's pick up that bit of excess pre-feed and flick it over there somewhere. Sweet. On to the next one. We're going to chuck a couple over here. It's a bit thicker bush here, and we get quite a few possums coming over here to the native. And we are trying to restore this little patch of native bush, just to give it a fighting chance. Got a couple of young toady trees in there which I do want to grow. All this stuff over here, this is all tobacco trees, which is invasive. Chopped a lot of this stuff down already, but it's getting the better of me. These have all got berries now. Birds are going to take those and spread them. They're going to drop and grow more. You can see they sort of drop their berries and grow in clusters, so it's quite invasive. But I'll get the chainsaw onto those and chop them down, let them dry and burn them, poison them and all that jazz. So this whole block used to be all native through this entire strip here, but the logging team did come and take all the big old natives, and there was some big granddaddy macrocarpus and stuff like that, real big old trees. But that's what all this slash is from. But you can see all there's pine trees growing back and whatnot. So pine trees are better than no trees, and then just a little bit of native left. This big pile of slash here too. I'm going to burn those eventually, and so we're going to turn this stripped out section into what's remaining of the native, and as well as some permaculture. We're going to grow a food forest under it, so that'll be pretty cool. Another reason why we're getting on top of the pests, the invasive pests and whatnot. So we're heading over here. Come on, Muttley. There's possum. There's possum. There's possum. Right, get back to you in a second. Yep, that'll do. Tap your nail on that bit on the side there. Oh, yeah. Here's another pest I've got to get rid of. Nasty things. There's one long side on those. If you hammer that in first, they go in straight. That'll do. Yep. Pin on the back.
Them.
It's because your foot's on that root. Yeah, hold this, I'll get it. Tear it down a bit. All good. Refeed. Nice little nook there. I'm just going to chuck a piece in there. I don't mind if I get a couple of rats in these, to be honest. They sort of got to go as well. That's it. On to the next one. Ooh. And on the back. Push that lever down a little bit. Don't put your fingers in it. Just push it down a bit so it's not in so hard. That's it. Nice. That's it. Just chuck a blob of pre-feed up in here. Sweet. Right, that's it. So let that sit overnight. Come back and see what we've got. If they're not set off, we'll just leave them there until they do get set off. Maybe put some fresh lure on. And yeah, we'll get a video of dispatching the possums and plucking them. Just for a bit more content. And yeah, so that's our little bit of conservation on our 5-acre block. We'll gauge how many possums we get in the traps. So I usually come out at least 4 or 5 nights of the week with a spotlight and have a look around. Since I've moved in and we've shot a lot, the numbers have dwindled a bit, which is good. But they just keep coming back in. Again, we're surrounded by, we've got forests on both sides of us and nature strips and rural land, so they tend to come here straight to the natives and whatnot. And yeah, so hopefully we can get rid of the possums and then we can start, sort of rejuvenating this little section of native. We've got some nice pungas and there's totoras and a couple of Cody trees and whatnot, and I sort of want that to thrive. That's the area down there that's been stripped out, but it's slowly growing back. Give it 15-20 years and it won't look the same, And yeah, so there's a lot of rubbish in here over the years. There's been a lot of different people lived on this property and thought it'd be a good idea to just chuck their rubbish down the hill, so we are picking all that up as we go, bit by bit, and getting rid of it, recycling and all that jazz. And yeah, so we'll get back to you with the results of what those 5 traps got. Hopefully we get at least, I'm hoping to get at least sort of 2, maybe 3 would be good. You know, 2 or 3 out of 5 is good. But eventually they will all go off. I know they'll all go off. There's so much pests out here. But yeah, that's it for the moment. I'll get back to you.